I'm Lassia, and I know that everyone thinks that we're here to do some kind of like high concept talk about how the patriarchy is oppressing us all, but really we're just here to try to get Sophia to spill the drama she's been keeping from me for weeks, so take it away.
Actually, I don't have any drama right now.
Yes you do, you're a middle school girl. Is that your whole thing?
Ew, no, I'm not like other girls. I'm different.
So me and Sophia both said something that isn't really justified. I assumed that she had to have drama in her life just because she's a girl.
While I look down on other girls just for having more complicated lives. The whole thing that girls and women are too dramatic or messy might start as something as innocent like middle school drama. But the effects of this kind of thinking shape our lives later on, mostly in negative ways.
According to a Forbes article on stereotypes about women, we are more likely to be seen as emotional and less rational, which means that people, including other women, take us less seriously. In a study published by the Psychology of Women Quarterly, participants watched two disagreements between a man and a woman where both sides were called emotional.
Participants always viewed the woman as more emotional and less rational, because a man could never. This kind of mindset is felt in many different ways, and often reinforces our good friend, the patriarchy. This is really obvious in the way that we talk about female politicians.
When then Senator Kamala Harris asked pointed questions to Attorney General Jeff Sessions during a hearing, she was called hysterical, a word that started out as a mental disorder that caused irrationality in women, only women.
And a study from Georgetown University shows that 1 in 8 Americans don't think that women should serve in office because of how emotional they are, even though it's perfectly legal.
We need to understand why we think this way, and why it's not necessarily true. Back to the origins of the word hysteria, the treatment for this disease was hysterectomy, removing someone's uterus.
Pseudoscience like this has harmed many people and shaped our minds for far too long. But now new studies suggest that females and males actually don't have that big of a difference in mental emotions, but society influences how we express them.
This kind of scientific thinking isn't new or unpopular. It's always a good idea to listen to science instead of our old biases, and if we can look at the situation without the lens of gender, we'll all benefit.
We also need to understand that being emotional isn't necessarily a bad thing. A lot of the time people think that being emotional is the opposite of being rational, but emotions can actually help us make better decisions.
Obviously, extreme emotion or thinking only based on your ego is a bad idea, but so is being completely apathetic. Emotions exist to tell us about the world around us, and ignoring them is like closing your eyes.
If we can learn to value emotions, we open up new opportunities, not just to women in high-leading positions, but anywhere, anyone, anywhere, of any gender, because we can all learn to think more emotionally. We can create a more caring, empathetic world.
Changing our thinking isn't easy, but it's necessary.
It might take a long time to get there, but the journey will be worth it. And we can all live happily ever after. Thank you.